Hi everybody, Jo here again. Thanks so much for popping in today. Now, today got something a bit different. I just fancied a change and I wanted to bring together quite a few of products that we've got, but maybe in a different way. It's good to do something a bit different, don't you think? Well, I do. And I love mixing and matching what we buy because after all, we don't want to get something and put it on a shelf. Now, how many of us have done that? Because I know I have. Have you ever seen that new gadget, bought it and then not used it? Or do you buy a new ink colour, use it for a week and then put it on your shelf? So today I thought we'd make a tag, something along these lines. Now obviously you will get a bit of a glare because of the light. So I've gone for sort of a light one there with lots of white. But then this one, I know the dark colours show up better on camera, so we've got some dark colours. We've also got a little bit of Stickles glitter glue on here, and I will apologise for my nails, but I'm going to be using alcohol inks, so there's no point me putting lovely new nail varnish on and then it all coming off. So I will take this nail varnish off and redo them ready for tomorrow, I promise. So even a small tag look. Now I'm going to show you how I've done this and which products we've used. So I'm just going to put those to one side, and I have cut myself some Yupo paper. So I've got my Lavinia Yupo card card, not paper, and I've got the lovely Tim Holtz dies that we sell, and I thought, why not cut myself some tags in Yupo card ready to use. So that's my first, I was going to say marriage made in heaven, but I do love mixing and matching our products together. We don't have to have them just for certain things. And my next little choice of play is from my Lavinia Flower Press. And I remembered that a while ago I pressed some Gypsophila, look, and I love this. Or Gypsophilia, I think it depends where you come from, how you pronounce it. I'm going to leave that one there. I've just got some brown paper in between my cardboard on here. And I did take my little wing nuts off because I thought I'll only drop them on the floor. So I'm going to file that next to Eric, ready to press some more. And all I'm going to do, look, is just glue this. And I'm using the Bippity Boppity glue. And I'm just going to dab some. And it's fabulous for this. Dries clear. Again, and I just want that coming across at an angle there. Now, just think, if there was a wedding in the family, how nice, obviously if they were fresh flowers, how nice to press the flowers. I love looking around my garden, but also if I get a bouquet bought, hint, hint, Carl, it's nice to take a couple of flowers and press them. Now, because that glue is just going to take a couple of minutes to dry, I've got one here that I've already, so this is nice and dry. And I'm going to come in with our alcohol inks, so I'm just going to get myself, I don't want to get it on my mat really if I can help it. And what I've decided to use today, the colours I've gone for, I've got Sea Mist, so these are the Lavinia alcohol inks. I'm just going to take the lid off that. I've got Violet Splendor, Jade Stone, and then I've got the Forever White. I may use that, I may not. But what I tend to do is take the lids off just before I start. Now, as you can see, this one has actually got a few splashes on from the last one I did, but I don't mind. I can live with that. I love my splats. And I'm going to use our alcohol puffer. And I'm also going to use the Lavinia Pure blending solution. Now, the blending solution has got the same consistency as the alcohol inks, so it's okay to use the puffer. You do have to be careful, obviously, that it doesn't squirt up in your eyes, but certainly as regards, I know there are worries about lungs and things and breathing in, but the blending solution is perfectly okay to use with the puffer. I have double checked on this, but for health and safety, Eric isn't in the room, and also I have got the window open. So I've just made sure he's gone out, shut my door, window open, so we're ready to go. And again, kitchen roll underneath. Now I'm just going to start off with a little bit. I think I'll just add a little bit of this down here, and I don't want to overcook these colours. So lid off my blending solution, she says. I had to use my Inky Binky then. Right, so that's just given, and let's add a little bit of blending solution and just move this around. Maybe just push it up there a little. It's a bit harsh there. So again, we'll just move that around. And I don't want to use my hairdryer blowy tool because I don't want the glue. I like the flower glued on first. So I'll come in now with a little bit of the jade. And I'm thinking again, bit of blending solution and just move that around. And then maybe I'll just bring a little bit of this up, look. And I'm just being mindful to just, I want these colours to mix a little. Now here, that's a bit dark for me. So again, I'll add a little bit of the blending solution and just move it round. And then this, I love this, it's sort of a grey, this sea mist. We'll just have a little bit here. And again, I'm not overcooking it. I can always add it. But I want this to have quite a bit of white on it. But maybe a little bit sea mist there, what do you think? And honestly, this is great fun to do. And it's just a bit different because I know a lot of you have been messaging and saying you love making your alcohol ink backgrounds, but what do you do with them? You've got loads of them, what do you do? So I'm thinking this way now, I'm loving that. I'm not keen on this here. So let's see if we can maybe move a bit of this and fill that gap there. That's looking better. Don't like the darkness there, too harsh. So we'll just move that a bit. And that's the beauty of this. If it dries and you're not keen on it, just plop your blending solution in. Take your time. Don't rush it. It's quite funny. I can hear Eric moaning outside the door. He'll be like, Mum, what are you doing? Why can't I come in? I was in before. Why have you locked me out? Now, if any goes off, look off the page. That doesn't matter because it'll just go on my kitchen towel. Just add a little bit in there. Move that a bit. Oh, I love this here. Now, I've got to say, so that sea mist, that really could be my new favourite colour. And by playing, oh, you'll just get, look, oh, I do love that. Right, let's just see this bit in here. Not keen on that. Bit more colour, just move it around. Move this bit up there a bit. Yeah, just to fill that gap. I just want those two colours to meet up in there so the eye follows. Right, I don't like that edge there, look, it's too harsh. So if we just bring it out a bit and then move that. Can you see what I'm doing? So I didn't like that bit there, it was a bit dark. So I'm just going a bit of blending solution and then, now the end of my, look, that went on there, so we'll get rid of that. I just got my puffer a bit close and made a mark, but I can get rid of it. Just put that over. Right, like that. That's just a bit dark there for me. So let's see. Just move this. And it is, I'm sorry. Now, those of you who are watching who don't do alcohol inks, I know you're probably going to think, oh, Jo, you're faffing. But it's worth just getting it right. And you see how the way, right, this bit down here is just a little bit harsh. I like the wispiness of here. Can you see the difference? If I just move it up a bit. See, I get so carried away. Can you see? So this here, it wasn't very wispy. So just by adding some blending solution, and I can just wispy those edges. Move it round. and I'm just puffing it. The puffing does two things. It moves it round, but also it dries it. And if you want it to dry, go from the top. That's better. I like that there now. That's much better. So again, I'm just going from the top, look. Give it a good dry. Now, I have to say, I'm loving that. I don't want to do any more up here. I really, really love that, and the way it comes down. What I am going to do is just with the pure white, just add a tiny little bit over the flowers. And you won't really see that. And a little bit of blending solution, just a little. But believe you me, it just helps them just show up a little bit more. But I'm going to leave that. Even these little dots, let me just see. Bit blending solution on that. So if there's a dot you don't like, look. So can you see, say I don't like this dot here. I mean, I like the dots, but bit of blending solution and just blow it into there, look. And you've got rid, more or less, of that dot. So it is a working, and just take your time. Right, I'm just going to dry this now. I like that. I just want that a bit more pink that way. And then dry that. Lovely. So that sea mist is definitely my next go-to colour. Right, let's turn this over. Look at that. So I've got to be honest, I really, really love that. So when it's dry, I'm going to get one of my sentiment stickers. So I'm just going to pop the lids on these. Really important. Because I don't want to knock them over. Make sure I hold them off of my work. But also for the fumes. Now that really didn't take long. I did try not to faff, and I have to say the good thing is I've got this one left to do. So you could batch tag make these, look. So if I bring my finished ones in, I'm just going to give that, it'll dry very quickly, but I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes to dry before I do anything else. But all I would do is, I've got some beautiful craft threads ready, look, to pop in the top, and I'm going to put one of my lovely sentiment stickers on. I'm not sure whether to go white or black, actually. I think I might go white. So you get the three colours, remember, your buff, your white and your black. I'm thinking, oh, you see, there's one that just says flowers, you know, and I think flowers would. Now, it might be a bit wet, it might not stick, but I'll just put it on to give you the idea. And when it's completely dry, I'm going to get my white Posca and just add some Posca splats and highlights. And then hopefully, I much prefer this one to this one, actually. Isn't it funny? Now, that'll be interesting. I hope you have a go. Will you go for a full-on colour? Will you go for, like me, that's my new favourite, with more white space? Or will you go for bold? And look, a smaller one. So, I do hope you have fun. And I hope this is a way of using that tag die and using your beautiful flowers from the Flower Press. That is definitely my favourite. Now, I'm going to see if I can recreate it with this one, but I can't. Might even just use that colour on its own. Honestly, I can't wait. So I'm going to go and have another play before Eric moans too much and I have to take him out for his walk. So as always, thanks for popping in. Remember to be careful with this. Plenty of ventilation. I've got my glasses on, so if there were any specks, my eyes will be protected. Just don't use it, you know, too harshly and you won't get splats everywhere. I'm sure you'll be fine. But health and safety, or as we have at Lavinia, fairies and safety. So you take care. Thanks as always for popping in. And lovely to hear from you. I'll pop back again tomorrow. You take care. And I hope you enjoy this. Please share your makes and tag me in. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.